Hello everyone, Antazil here, back with another video for Hearts of Iron 4. Today we'll be playing as Yunnan. I was going to play a warlord anyway, and then BubblesZest dropped this new video of Shang-Chi, and I'm going to abuse those same mechanics. Not going into it too deeply, I'll link BubblesZest's video in the description, but what I want to do is show off getting China, Japan, and then liberating the Netherlands, because it's Liberation Day in the Netherlands. So what BubblesZest did was go for internal politics, cooperation with the nationalists, and join the Republican government. So we'll get on that. We'll choose a civil war in between to get rid of some national spirits and get to the brown ideology of Japan. Joining Japan will cause some shenanigans, and we will be able to take out China first and then Japan at our leisure. If you do it as was intended, you will take over the leadership, have all the negative spirits China already had, but with 2 years later, and Japan already knee-deep in your territory. Not a good thing. That was my previous run, and I wouldn't recommend it. So I'll just imitate BubblesZest. 5 speed, let's go. Secure internal politics, let's get us the demagogue, and wait, we need PP. Here we are, 150 political power, prepare for civil war, anti-fascist raids, and ignite civil war. We'll deploy that one unit we had lining up here in Kunding. We'll continue down the focus tree, cooperation with the nationalists all the way to Republican government. That wasn't much of a civil war. We can embrace the opium trade because we don't have government corruption. Everyone joins the Chinese United Front. I will join with Japan. Join Republican government is done, and we'll get these factories and research slots out of the way and start clicking. If you've seen BubblesZest, you could have seen that this will take up to 2 years to get done, but thanks to the power of editing, you won't feel a thing. Not doing a focus, so I can do 2 of these at the same time. But here we are. May 1938. My previous run, it was late 39 before I got here. So, according to BubblesZest, here is how we solved this one. We open this call to arms thing, take national leadership, and accept. We are now the Yunnan Free Empire. We are at war with the Chinese United Front, not with Japan. Just the way we want it. Yeah, there's some warlords to be killed off here. Let's get on that. Guangxi will be the major. We'll put everything on them. Get ourselves infantry and logistics experts. And let's immediately go for power struggle to get those lovely cores. Power struggle is done. We'll go for the army reform first. We desperately need that. We are now the Yunnan Free Empire with a beautiful yellow color. Almost there, 97%. Walking into the final territories, maybe? Yes, here we are. Now I don't have as many points. Don't recall how many BubblesZest had. Let's just start with the most valuable stuff. China itself is annexed already. Give state to Yunnan. It's all fine. Liberate to Guangxi clique. I don't think so. Well, the Japanese are helping me. But they're not just helping me. Should be able to make it. And the Yunnan Free Empire is free. Not at war. Fairly stable. Nice amount of factories. Let's in fact use those factories. In fact, I think I have enough military factories. Let's start with dockyards. Now, when fighting Japan, you can either go for airdrops or naval invasion. I'm going for naval invasion this time. Go for army reform first, and then research slot and the rest. And we can immediately go for the 5th research slot. One of the next things I'll do is get some good relations with the US and go through that naval tree in the foreign investments. It's a bit difficult, I have the wrong ideology, but I should be able to do it. Torpedo, guns, transports. And let's get the destroyers first. Invite foreign investors and we'll do the missions to the US. Well, here goes. Poland refuses German ultimatum and World War II kicks off on the other side of the world. Going to take a good dare here and leave the faction of the Japanese. They'll justify on me, but I do believe I'm pretty much ready for them. I get a guarantee from the US. That's not gonna hurt. And here comes Japan. Justification of war goal, 100 days. Here's the justification from Japan. I expect them to declare war immediately, and they do. Let's see if we're holding out here. It's going to be tight. I've got a sub-fleet. I'll just set it to harass these southern regions here a bit. Still need to discover a lot of stuff. May have to send in another army here. Now there are naval invasions, of course that was part of the plan. Damn it, already lost a tile. More than one really. Come on, don't do that. Lost Beijing. I actually had to restart due to losing, and this time it's going much better. Fast forward to, well, the defense of the Yunnan Free Empire. Even managed a few encirclements here. Never gonna say no to that. See if I can reach this supply hub here. That would really put me in a good position. I don't want to extend too far just yet. I don't have the reserve forces. Brazil joins the fun. United States joins the Allies and we get invited too. No thanks. There's really nothing they can offer that I can use except their military access for later when I want to liberate the Netherlands. So I'll just ask military access from the UK. I got that supply hub here. Let's see if I can make an encirclement out of this. I'm somehow in an offensive war and a defensive war. Do remember the Japanese declaring on me. Oh well. massive encirclement here of Japanese forces that I will not have to deal with later. My subfleet looks good enough. I'll take out a few of these production lines, leave one of them behind, lacking steel by the way. Let's go to limited exports. That might help. Yeah, it does. Let's design a few cheap destroyers. And cruisers. I'm going to put the Marines on a naval invasion of Japan itself, hoping for my meager fleet to support it, and of course the Americans to help out. I'm apparently at war with the Axis. I do believe Japan declared on me, but maybe not. Nice. The Marines are upgraded and trained. Classic 7-2, but in a Marine suit. May have to replan this because the Yellow Sea, the Americans are never going to raid this one, but I might be able to get from the Zhejiang. We'll do that. There goes the war against the Soviets. And have a look here. We have naval supremacy over the Japanese. Our naval invasion is launching. Let's set our meager fleet to naval invasion support, do or die. And we have a reserve army standing by here on Shanghai to reinforce the Marines, should we ever get so far. With any luck, the Japanese themselves will be distracted here in the Qing area, and I'll be able to land without too much effort. Ports guarded, 2 divisions. Well, let's decrypt Japan anyway, just to in case this fails. And we got Nagasaki. Alright, bring in the troops. Might as well bring all of them. Set these guys to convoy escort. And spread out. Seriously lacking convoys though, so not everyone's getting across. Hang on, I have friends who can send me some, I guess. For the convoys. It is getting kind of busy here, so this is going to be a longer fight. Let's get into somewhat decent troops then. Although I do think my Marines are the best here. Oh wow, I actually got Osaka here. If I can keep these guys engaged, I might be able to encircle them. Haha, yes! 22 divisions encircled. Let's clear that out first. Tokyo empty? Who knows? Well, it actually is. And that's the end of Japan. I got by far the most war score against these guys. As it should be, of course. Menkuko, Manchukuo, those are my cores. I want them. For Japan, I will puppet them and I'll start in Okinawa here, because for some reason they often get puppeted there by someone else. And I'll also satellite Korea. See, someone, the US wanted to puppet in Okinawa. The US will probably still stake some stuff. I should get my course from Japan. Japan doesn't have much of a navy left, but whatever they had, it's mine now. Yunnan Free Empire reigns supreme over all of China, Japan and Korea. Glorious. More factories than I know what to do with. And since I'm doing this on Dutch Liberation Day, I think I'll have a look over here. After a long and arduous trip around the world, my Marines are arriving in the UK, just as the UK is invading Italy. No Italian puppet for me, it seems. Oh well. Germans are really steamrolling the Soviets, so I think this is going to be a very tough battle. Let's design some Space Marines. And here we go, let's liberate the Netherlands. Naval invasion is launching. So let's set to naval invasion support and let's hope we get lucky. We have landed in the Netherlands. Happy Liberation Day, Dutchies. Yeah, there might be a slight problem in holding this territory though. But we'll get to that in a bit. Let's set the guys to convoy escort and send in these Space Marines. Also, I don't like having potential access on my border, so I'll justify a war goal on Vichy, France. Already got troops on their border here. Dangerously overextended, of course. Let's see if we can hold this. Marines are now by far my best defensive units, so I'll use them to make some small encirclements. Already cleared out Denmark and the northeast here. And there are so many allies here that I can pretty much count on them covering my flanks. Pincer maneuver. There goes Benito. I'm not involved in Italy, so no Italian puppet for me today. Liberation of Paris. If I can't go to Berlin, then I'll just go to Paris. Trying to stretch out those German lines so I can concentrate my Marines and push through somewhere. I don't have tanks, I don't have an air force. Gotta make do with what I have. Not unhappy with how my Marines are just pushing through enemy territory here. I mean, they're not tanks, but, you know, no one's stopping them. At least not for long. Ah, yes. Only 11% war participation. I'm actually carrying this war, guys. Oh well. Berlin is taken. British forces have advanced. Those are Chinese Marines! Oh well. Ah, no. They capitulated already. And we barely got any war score, so it doesn't really matter. The goal for today was to liberate this stuff here. Looks like Königsberg is going to stay behind. I'm out of points. And indeed, there is a German Reich in Königsberg. No collaboration government for me, but the Yunnan Free Empire reigns supreme in, well, pieces of Germany. Germany has been border guard to the max, I'm sure, and the Netherlands have been liberated. Well, that's it for me today. It was a good celebration of Dutch Independence Day and a nice experiment with Yunnan Free Empire. Thanks again, BubblesZest, for showing me the works. It was fun to play around with, and I can't wait to use it on the other warlords. Let me know in the comments whatever you want to see me do next. If you like this video, leave a like, a subscribe or a comment. It all helps me to grow the channel. Thanks again, and see you next time. Bye bye.